looking live outside in Hillsborough Beach, Florida, just to the north of Fort Lauderdale, where the wind is picking up, the rain coming down heavily as well. Conditions only going to go downhill as Tropical Storm Eta approaches. Thanks for joining us here on the AccuWeather Network. I'm meteorologist Adam Del Rosso. As we continue to track Eta tonight, we want to bring in one of the top experts here from the National Hurricane Center, Director Ken Graham. As always, thank you so much for joining us here, Director Graham, and taking the time to speak with us. Let's just start with the basics. What is the latest that we're seeing now with Tropical Storm Eta?
Yeah, Adam, still got 65-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, you look at this radar, I mean, you can see exactly where that center is. Can't miss it, but it's large. I mean, just a large storm, not a whole lot of convection right around the center, but it's not just around the center that we're worried about some of these impacts. You start looking at some of these rain bands going through Miami-Dade, Broward County, up towards West Palm Beach, 50 to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, torrential rainfall, flooding rains associated with Eta well away from the center. So that's something that we're going to be watching overnight as this starts to move over towards the west through the Keys.
Now, whenever you look at the satellite imagery, you can kind of see some drier air getting pulled in on the south side of the system. It doesn't really look terribly organized, especially compared to some of the stronger storms that we had earlier this year. But that doesn't mean this isn't dangerous. What are you most concerned about?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, it's been sheared. I mean, you've had some of that dry air get in there, but at the same time, it's still a tropical storm. I mean, it's a strong one at that. So I'm definitely going to be worried about some of this rainfall. You're going to get the winds. I mean, that's definitely going to be dangerous, but this rainfall, the flooding rain, and part of the problem, Adam, is the fact that you got some storm surge here. So you put the higher tides, you get the storm surge, so that pushes the water into some of the canals. And a lot of this rain that's going to hit the ground has a tougher time draining because you basically blocked its exit with some of the storm surge. So that's going to pile up the water, and overnight. You think about this happening, and we're going to start getting dark here soon. A lot of this flooding could occur overnight, and that's just dangerous for travel.
And one thing that you mentioned, too, is that we're going to be dealing with this storm not just today, obviously, but this is going to take some time before we finally get rid of it.
Here's the latest forecast. It's interesting how long we have to deal with it. Now, it's moving fairly quickly. I mean, by tomorrow morning, maybe dry Tortugas, and then tomorrow afternoon out in the Gulf, less shear. So we do think it's going to strengthen to become a hurricane again. But look at on Tuesday, there's just no movement. I mean, you start really losing that influence of that low pressure, that upper low. You start losing those steering currents, and then moving north Wednesday, Thursday, and somewhere up here, the Florida Panhandle back towards the west coast of Florida. On Friday, we're going to see the center again, but not just about that center. It's another round of wind, flooding rains, and also some of that storm surge.
As you and I know, forecasting these storms and where they're going to be going is quite a challenge, and that path has changed a little bit over the last few days. What's steering this storm, and how much confidence do you have in the current forecast track?
Yeah, this was a complicated situation because you had that upper low that we're looking at. So you start seeing some of the movement like that around that low, and then you start losing that shear, and all of a sudden you start combining the upper low with the surface circulation. At that point, when they combine, you just kind of lose the steering currents. I mean, at that point, they're going to stall out. It's going to go very slow. And then when you finally get the low pressure, and we talk about this so often, you get the troughs, you get that low pressure, that's what starts to pull them towards the north and eventually back towards the northeast. Now, more shear. Notice we're forecasting a hurricane when you start getting out there with some of that slower movement, the less shear. But when you start getting closer to that trough, you start getting a little more shear associated with it. So we'd have a tropical storm at that point. But either way, that's a lot of wind, it's rain, it's storm surge, and we'll be looking at that real close because look how large the cone is. 2/3 of the time, the center could be anywhere inside that cone based on our average error over the last 5 years.
And by this point, folks in Florida should already be preparing for what's to come, even if you're in the Panhandle and toward the First Coast too, right?
Oh, exactly. This is something we just got to keep watching. So if you think about it, plenty of time to prepare. So we're talking towards the end of next week. Any one of these areas, the Panhandle back towards the West Coast, time to prepare. Let's watch this real close. We're not done with hurricane season, so time to continue to have that hurricane kit, have that plan, because we still got a little ways to go.
You mentioned that we're not done, which is kind of a bummer. It's already been one heck of a year. Now, we're getting closer to the end, but what are your personal thoughts on what's yet to come?
Well, I mean, one of these, I mean, look, we tied 2005 for one of the busiest seasons, the most names. And if you think about that season. Go back to 2005. I mean, the calendar is one thing and the atmosphere is another, and it lingered for a while. So throughout November, we had a December storm, so we just got to watch. I mean, it's just one of these situations that things still seem to be pretty ripe for activity. Let's keep watching it. Despite the the hurricane season come to a conclusion at the end of November, let's keep the kit ready, keep the plan ready just in case, because these busy seasons have a tendency to keep on going.
Director Graham, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you being with us here today and giving us all that valuable information. We appreciate it.